Okay, but the problem is now... Yeah. The problem is that now I don't know where to... Well, actually... The park, because Esmeralda's not going to be there. Yep. Stop. The area's off limits. What do you think you're doing entering a crime scene? Officer, what's going on? Was there an accident? Not an accident. A murder, I'm afraid. A murder here in the park? I see the crows every day, so yeah, a murder is here. Unfortunately, yes. We found the body a little while ago. The lady who fed the crows. It wasn't a pleasant sight. Her crows were feeding on her. A truly disturbing scene. Climb over it. That's gonna get me shot. Alright, better leave, I guess. There's not really anything I can do. Yeah, he's not here, because he's still there. Nothing at the bridge, really. Electronics store is closed still. Is he still there? It's not like I'm doing anything else right now. Yeah. Stop. Areas off limits. You must leave. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, I'll go home. You twisted my arm. Night has fallen. Oh, boy. I know that sound. In the emails, there's a message from X. I am back. Stop by whenever you want. I have some information for you. Alright, well, I wish you'd sent me that sooner because I could have done it tonight. Actually, I probably just should cut to the chase there because now that she's dead and he's preoccupied with that, I literally have nothing to do. No more NPCs. I've killed them all. Except for X and Grimes. Take care. I'm done with the exercise. Yeah, you're fine. You don't need that. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Alright, buddy. Keep your end of the bargain. You deserve to let me know what you know. There you are again. Judging by your face, this isn't exactly a courtesy, but... Dude, you called me here. It happened again, in the park. Another person has died. I see. I can't say I'm surprised. I knew it would happen. The cycle always involves 3 deaths before its keeper is absorbed, and I knew you would come to me, sooner or later. Isn't there anything I can do to stop it? There is, in fact, something I could do. I promised information in exchange for that permit, and I'm a man of my word. I know the first device guardian. His name is Kenji. He's the only one who managed to find a way to survive its cycle. I haven't heard from him in years, but in his laboratory, you might find what you need. If you want answers, look there. I'll leave you the key and a lead to find him. At the moment, the area is accessible only by night train. Oh, is that it, huh? That's it? I haven't explored here in a while. Something tells me that nothing's changed. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Was not expecting to clip through that. Ooh, the night train. Ah, the night train. The night train. I guess. Oh, well, it's already night, so I'm gonna have to... Well, I should just keep doing this. Cycle through the night. I don't need to go through the whole day. As I've said, everyone is dead. Dead or They've evacuated the city. I took the night train going to the city specifically. The station is very quiet at this hour. Do you want to take the train and reach the laboratory? A few hours? God, it's like 3 a.m. The air is heavy and damp. Darkness envelops the avenue, leaving only a faint light to illuminate the laboratory entrance. A strong smell of mold fills the air. The ceiling light struggles to light your surroundings, revealing only a short hallway that disappears into absolute darkness. Also, I forgot to take care of you for the day. I don't want the wrath of the gods or whatever. Whatever nastiness will come from me ignoring you. You good? You're not very happy. Let's jump rope. We haven't done that in an eternity. Wait, why is my score down to 0 again? Wasn't my high score 20? Well, now it'll stay at 20. It better. Oh, that made him really happy. Or her, I guess. Okay, what am I looking at here? Locked. Oh, that's a pocket pet, all right. A photocopied page from an old book on Andean cultures with underlined sentences and handwritten notes in the margins. Among the peaks of the Andes lived the community of the Yachak shamans who guarded the balance between the world of the living and the dead. They believed that every soul had to undergo its journey marked by 3 guardian spirits, the puma, the serpent, and the condor. One of the shamans, Sumaknawi, betrayed these principles and forged a gold medallion in the shape of a Chakana to subjugate souls. His power grew to the point of devastating the community. Only the sacrifice of the other shamans managed to imprison his spirit within the amulet he himself had created. Also, puma, serpent, condor, more like cat, snake, bird. Am I right? Am I following that? Ooh. Despite being old and worn from use, the computer's drive is strangely pristine. There are no personal folders or saved documents. There are some notes next to which seem to be frequency readings with a handwritten annotation. The medallion emits a constant, irregular signal, impossible to record. Although made of a conductive metal, it does not react as expected. The measurements appear altered by an unknown factor. A squared sheet of paper with messy sketches and notes. Circles and arrows connect keywords. Observe sequence. Activation to high peaks, multiple frequencies. Stabilization, harmonic pattern, rhythm similar to breathing. Collapse, rapid shutdown, trace cancelled. Period, about 90 days, or 3 months. There's an additional note circled in red. Southern Cross. Observed optimal alignment above the Andes. Expected event date, May 3rd. Ooh, May 3rd. Oh my god. Is that Kenji? Is that Kenji? Also, crowbar. I know what to do with this. I'm going to use it on the shutter at his shop. Actually, I might be able to... Hell yeah! The lock bends under the pressure of the crowbar. Just another journal. The diary mentions some episodes related to the device. Page 1. Today Brian contacted me again, after years. We hadn't spoken since university. He says he found a peculiar object and that only I might be able to make sense of it. He didn't want to explain much over the phone. He seemed agitated. Tomorrow he'll come by. I admit I'm curious. It's been a long time since I truly tested my abilities. Page 2. I spent entire days studying the medallion, analog instruments, digital ones. Nothing gave a comprehensive result. It's as if the metal were breathing. Then I tried with the oscilloscope. In the traces, a shape could be glimpsed, a hidden image within the frequencies. It cannot be a coincidence. I asked Brian one more time. I want to fully understand what I am observing. Page 3. The idea came to me by chance. A little girl was crying because her pocket pet had died. I was struck by the natural way that tiny device could represent a life, a complete cycle. What if that's the point? What if the medallion needed an interface that shared the same results? Birth, growth, death? I immediately began modifying a board. I worked for weeks, day and night. I created a plastic shell with the Chakana set in the center. If it works, it will be the first real step toward communicating with what lies behind that signal. Page 4. Something is wrong. The program does not respond as it should. I had handled the Puma with calculated inputs, yet it behaves unpredictably. When the Puma died, it happened. A man was killed that same night. I tried to part with it. Nausea, fever, fainting spells. It's as if the device wouldn't let me. Ah, that's the end. 4-page diary. Alright, do I want to go home? Yeah, frankly, I would prefer to not be here any longer. That was a horrible experience. Actually, don't sleep. Did I get an email? Still just from X, huh? Alright, morning is fine. I'll take care of the bird. I'll go to the shop and pry the door open. Bum, 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 bum. Eat up. What? What's your problem? Why is he all dizzy? He's sick? What was he, dehydrated? I give you all kinds of water. Why does the water make him shit? Is it milk? I'm just trying to take care of you. Don't you understand? Go to bed. Pissing me off. Alright. Electronics store, please. Store is closed. Note on the shutter. Force the lock. Hell yeah! With a sharp strike, the lock snaps open. The store has been emptied. Only a few boxes and leftover items remain. Yep, search. We'll go through all of his stuff. Among the boxes, a sealed pack of business cards stands out. Kenji's phone number is written on it. Ooh! The store has been emptied. Only a few boxes and leftover items remain. Go back. I'm gonna go home and call him. I am on a trajectory at this point. I know what needs to be done. Well, I not ultimately, but like step to step to step, like you know. I see where I'm headed. I'm gonna meet him on the bridge and confront him. I don't remember this guy's voice. Hello? Who's this? How'd you get this number? I know who you are. I've seen the lab. We need to talk. I suspected as much, and I deliberately stayed away so I wouldn't get involved again. You're in the last cycle, right? That thing, the pocket pet, is alive in a way we can't understand, and it doesn't want to let you go. It doesn't want the cycle to break. I'm not asking you to come back, man. Alright, maybe I'm not gonna meet him. It took me years to get over what I went through, to forget. You've been in the room, right? The flesh room? Yeah, I've been there. How did you... Yeah, the mud tunnel. It's a physical representation of what's happening to you on a visceral level. It's the Chakana. It's almost completed the last cycle, but there's still one last chance. Listen carefully. This is crucial. First of all, don't touch the egg under any circumstances. When you're there, reach the corners of the Chakana. At each one, where the flesh walls meet the floor, bend down and thrust your arm into the flesh at that exact point. You'll feel some threads. Don't hesitate and pull. Pull with all your strength. Steel yourself. It will hurt. It will be like tearing the roots that bind you to the device. If you succeed, you'll temporarily break the connection, just long enough to get away from it. There's no guarantee it will work, but it's the only way I know. That's all I can tell you. From here on, you're on your own. Good luck. Well, corner of the Chakana, where the flesh meets the floor. Reach and pull. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna go into the mud tunnel. Though I'm not... Same thing with Esmeralda. Well, I guess if this is the last one, it's gonna absorb me, so I don't need to be near anyone. Am I doing it right? Maybe this isn't the actual room. This is just this is the hallway that leads to the room. Ooh, metal sounds. Is that it? Oh, insert arm. Gross. Kenji. You magnificent bastard. How many times do I have to do this? I mean, where the flesh meets the floor, so I'm just gonna go to every corner in a circle. Oh, and then that's probably the point of the bridge, aside from the flower, is I'll throw it into the lake, the river, to get rid of it, instead of taking it to an auction like dipshit Kenji, I guess. Almost there. One or two more? Oh, well, I still have this entire side, so 3 more. And last one? I didn't touch the egg. A few weeks later. So what, I didn't throw it off the bridge? Am I on a train? Or a bus? The cycle was temporarily broken. Your soul, like a snake shedding its skin, had slipped away from the bond that had almost claimed it. Kenji was right. It was not the end, but the beginning of a burden you will carry for eternity. Just like him, you embarked on a nomadic existence, almost as if trying to outrun the shadow that followed you. That night, the device lay inert, an empty shell. The dark idol had lost its guardian. The primordial energy sealed centuries ago could not simply be undone. It awakened, its cyclical rhythm searching for a new beating heart to feed on. Far away, a light flickered on the display. An egg hatched on the small screen. A new guardian had been chosen. The game had begun again, foretelling the end for new, unfortunate victims. Ending 2 of 2. There's 2 endings. Well, one of them is probably just I succumb to the madness. I just walk up to the egg and say, "Hey, take me." Actually, why not? Where did I continue from? After a few months. Uh-huh. Because let's just go in and get the other ending. Why not? This is the bad ending. Ooh. Alright, egg, here I come. Yeah? Huh? I live in the pet now. I am now in the pocket pet. Oh, gross. Oh, no! Just cats and birds and snakes hanging from the ceiling? Well, I was wondering where this mechanic had gone. I guess this is a good way to keep me busy. Hey, can you guys stop? I'm trying to clean here. And you're just making more of a mess. Look at that, it's almost as if I'm not even doing anything. The cycle closed, and the primordial energy reclaimed its guardian. The soul, torn from the body, was sucked into the pulsating core of the Chakana. The device fell to the ground, its cold light now hosting a new creature. Soon, on the screen, an egg will hatch. You will be reborn, marking the beginning of a new cycle. Yes, 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 yes. But I must clean. That is the most important thing. Ending 1 of 2, baby. Can I put these guys in, like, trash bags? This is a huge room! I'm actually surprised it has an end. Does this just go on forever then? The text at the bottom of the screen disappeared, but it's like, yeah, it's infinite. This is where you live now. So I'd have to go back to the main menu. Where'd I even come in? Oh, right there. Yeah, well, that's, that's Chakana. This is my fate now. I live here from now on. Oh, the room is the symbol. I'm so stupid.